Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today we are having another class about the economic systems. In our last lessons, we did free market economy and planned economic system. Today it is Friday and 21st of August 2020. Our topic is mixed economic system. Mixed economic system is actually when it was developed due to the failures of free market economy and the planned economic system, because both of them were not able to have the efficient allocation of resources. Free market economy was not producing the public goods and it was producing less of the merit goods, and it was focusing on the allocation of resources in the production of more demerit goods which are harmful to the consumers. Because in any of the economy which is adopting or using free market economy, there is consumer sovereignty. Consumer is the king. So they want to serve the consumer in a better way, whether he wants to consume demerit goods. So free market economy was producing more of cigarettes, wines, and more profitable things which are demerits. Whereas planned economic system, due to its centralization of decision making, it was unable to plan the right goods at the right time to be produced for the consumers. It was producing more of defense items or the public goods, although it was focusing more on necessities and merit goods, but along with that, it was unable to have the allocation of resources more efficiently. It was lacking profit motivation, private ownership, and it was aiming to have more equal distribution of income. But due to government failure, government information problem, government incentive problems, government implementation lags, it was unable to have more better or efficient allocation of the resources. So later on, it was developed after the thoughts of Maynard Keynes that economy should have government intervention, and when government is intervening, it is going to achieve two objectives. What are those? It is bringing in economic efficiency in the allocation of resources, and second thing, it is going to intervene, that is to have more equitable or fair distribution of income in the economy. So the role of government was justified to intervene in the economic activities, not only in the microeconomic, but at the macro level. If economy is facing a stagnation, like without government intervention, there is no way to come out of that stagnation, then there is a role of government to intervene. So what we will be finding in the system, the basic economic questions, like we say basic economic questions, they will be answered, like what to produce, how to produce, are answered by both public and private sectors. Public and private sectors. What do we mean by that? Like what to produce, mainly it is decided or it is answered by the market forces. Majority of decisions are taken by the consumers and producers in the market. That is the private sector. But wherever private sector is absent, like in the allocation of resources to produce public goods, or private sector is inefficient in the allocation of resources to produce more merit goods, then government will play its role to directly provide those goods and services to the people. Like defense was not produced by the private sector. So public sector will allocate resources in the production of defense of the country, and more of the public goods like street lighting, like other goods which are public in nature, which are non-excludable and non-rivalry, they need to be supplied. And merit goods which are under provided, there is under allocation of resources, then public sector will play its role to achieve economic efficiency. So it means both private and public sectors, they are going to allocate resources more efficiently than any other system like free market or planned economy. All the disadvantages of free market and planned economies, they will be tried to be overcome in this mixed economic system. We have both type of ownerships like private and public ownerships. Private ownerships, private and public ownerships. What do we mean by this? Now consumers, the private people, they are encouraged, they are motivated to increase their private properties, private businesses. They want to maximize their profits, their ownerships. And at the same time, public sector is also owning the resources in order to maximize the social welfare of the society or the people living in that country or in that economy. So both types of ownerships are present. So mainly private sector is encouraged to decide more of the decisions about what and for whom to produce, whereas the rest of the things, they will be taken over by the public sector ownerships. Now, it has both decentralized decision makings and the centralized decision making. Government planning division is also planning, it is also designing its policies for the whole country and for specific markets. Wherever the market prices are higher, government is using the tool of price regulation. What it is? Price regulations. Price regulations means government is also setting in some of the areas where prices are quite high. Government is using price ceiling or maximum price setting and minimum price setting tool in order to regulate the markets where prices of necessities are going beyond the reach of the people in the country. Their real incomes will be falling, they will not be able to buy the goods. Then government is using the price regulation methods, and government is also making certain rules for the private people to be followed. So those are called the regulations. Those rules are formed in order to protect the consumer rights, and it should be avoiding any type of consumers discrimination by the sellers. So government is making these types of rules in the economy, and at the same time the mixed economic system will have more variety of goods, more variety of goods and services because it is going to have the goods and services from both the sectors. Private sector is encouraged by competition and quality is also promoted by the private sector. The private producers are also allowed to have their R&D departments, like research and development departments will also be working in order to have product and process innovations. And public sector on the other hand is making very investment friendly environment for the private sector to increase the investment in order to produce more goods. When private sector is investing, it will be creating more employment opportunities in the country, and it will be having more economic growth, and government sector will be able to collect more tax revenues. So these are the things which we say the mixed economic system is trying to achieve in the economy. It is having more decision making authorities both by private sector and public sector. Motivation, profit motivation, private ownership motivation is there, and social welfare maximization, that's also going to be motivated in the country. And government is also playing its role to achieve economic efficiency, and there are different tools like price regulations are there, price ceilings, we will be studying them in our chapter number 3, and more variety of goods is there. Again, we find the consumer sovereignty. Consumer is going to be the king of this whole system again. Everyone is serving the consumer. It has some drawbacks as well, like sometimes free market system, like private producers, they are still producing the demerit goods in the economy in order to maximize their profits. So mixed economic system is also having the supply of demerit goods, and it is also having less supply of the merit goods. But here, the merit goods will also be supplied by the public sector, like we are providing you education from a private school, but it is not giving education to all the students of this city or this area, or all the private sector schools are not able to provide education to all the students of this area. So we find again under allocation of the resources in the mixed economic system. But here in mixed economic system, government will be supplying those things which are less provided by the private sector. So demerit goods, they are in plenty of supply by the private sector, but merit goods are less produced, but that will be supplied by the public sector. On the other hand, the private sector is again going to maximize profit without caring the environmental damage to the society. So government will be making different types of rules, or government is going to have tax or financial intervention wherever environmental damage is created by the private sector, or wherever government finds that again it is having unequal distribution of income, government will be using taxation tools in order to redistribute income and wealth in the society. So we say mixed economic system is that which is going to achieve more beneficial outcomes in the society. Along with that, it is also having some of the problems, but it is still better than any other economic system, conventional economic system like free market and planned economies. So we say mixed economic system is nowadays adopted by almost all of the countries. We find none of the country in the world right now which is having purely free market economy or purely planned economy. All of them are having the government intervention, more or less government intervention is present. A close example of free market economy is US economy. Here we find United States, where majority of the, almost all the decisions, majority of the decisions are taken by the private sector producers. And if we find more planned economy after USSR, that can be an example of Chinese economy. But still we find in US economy, there is a role of US government on the seaports, on the airports, and different areas can be found where government of US is also playing its role. All right. And in case of Chinese economy, we say, although it is a planned system, it is adopted as a communist economy, but still it is allowing the private sector to be working over there, and they have changed their economic policies in order to encourage the private investment in their own country. Now, all the decisions are not taken by the Chinese government. It is also allowing the market forces to interact to produce different goods in the society. My meaning is that we cannot find a single country in the world which is having pure planned economic system or pure free market economy. All the economies, they are facing mixed economic system, or they are adopting it. It depends which economy is having how much role of government. Okay, basically all the economic systems, they are designed on the role of the government in those economies. If government role is more than 50%, 60%, we can say it is more planned economy. Although it is mixed, but it is more planned, like Chinese government. They are having more role of the government. So we say this is going to be more, although it is mixed, but it is more planned. And if we talk about US economy, where government role is very, very less than 10% is there maybe. So we say this is more free market economy, although it is mixed, but it is more free market. or capitalist economy where private sector is encouraged to invest. The multinational companies are free to allocate resources within US economy or out of the economy. So movement of factors of production is also free. There are no restrictions on the movement of factors of production. Okay, that's all for the mixed economic system. We can have the shifting of one economic system from planned to mixed economy or free market economy. We say there are two approaches. If an economy is adopting planned economic system, now it wants to convert its economic system towards mixed economy. So what types of steps it should be taking? There can be the two approaches to shift an economy from planned to free market or mixed economy. One is called a shock therapy. That suddenly government announces that they are not going to provide employment opportunities to the people. They are not going to provide basic food, shelter and clothing to the people. So this is a shock therapy. A shock will arise in the economy and there will be social unrest. There will be economic turmoil in the country if government adopts a shock therapy. But usually when transition is taking place, like transition means this is a time period when a country gradually moves from one economic system to another. Okay, that is called a gradual approach. How can we shift one country's economic system from planned to free market or mixed economy? Certain steps needed to be taken by that country. One step can be that government should privatize its enterprises to the private people. Government should remove these price regulations. Government should allow the market forces to determine what, how and for whom to produce. The market prices should not be set by the government, rather they should be determined by the market forces of demand and supply. Market forces will have more role to play in the allocation of resources. Okay, and whatever the subsidies are provided in the planned economic system, in the provision of necessities, in the provision of merit goods, they should be gradually removed. And smaller enterprises should be privatized in the first stage, whereas the larger enterprises should be privatized in the later stage. And out of that privatization proceed, whatever the revenue government is able to collect, what happens? That will be used to improve the infrastructure, both hard infrastructure and soft infrastructure. Hard infrastructures mean it should construct more roads, more schools, more hospitals should be there. Construction of these things that is required a hard infrastructure improvement. Whereas the soft infrastructure improvement means education and health services, information technology should also be imparted by the government. So when this privatization is taking place, the government budget deficit or its borrowing from external and internal sources will be reducing, and now economy will be allowing the market forces to play their role in the allocation of resources. I will be doing the transition proceed in our next class, but right now I gave you an overview of the mixed economic system, planned economic system and free market economic system. I will be giving you a worksheet to be answered by you people on a piece of paper or maybe in the form of MCQs related to these economic systems. Anyhow, we conclude our lesson of the mixed economic system. It has adopted an approach where basic economic questions will be answered by both public and private sectors. Majority of decisions are taken by the private sector, like private producers and consumers will be deciding what, how and for whom to produce. It has more private ownership, along with that the public ownerships of businesses and properties and organizations, public sector enterprises. It has more price regulation in the areas where market prices are higher for the necessities to be consumed by majority of people or all of the people. Varieties there, demerit goods are again produced. but government role is there to discourage them. Government role is there to have more equal distribution of income. So government is playing more vital role in the mixed economic system than any other economic system. So along with that, we also have a divine economic system that is called Islamic economic system, which is having none of the defect because it is divine in nature. If you need that, I will be conveying you how Islamic economic system operates in order to achieve more desirable outcomes which are according to the divine teachings. Okay, that's all for today, inshallah. We will be continuing our lesson in our next week. So see you then. Thank you very much.